Back, and sure enough, on my 24th mission, we were coming over Tokyo on a Pathfinder mission, and at 7,200 feet, and we got hit by flak. Well, we thought it was going to be an easy mission. We were flying in, and it was overcast, and we broke out in the clear just as we hit the outskirts of Tokyo. We were under fire, and we were burning, and we lost all our electrical power. We couldn't get. We did get the bombs off, by the way. We got all our bombs off, but then we had trouble getting out of the airplane, especially those up front. So we had to hand crank the nose gear down, and only partially down. And the bombardier, the airplane commander, the pilot, and the radio operator, and the bombardier and myself went down through the nose gear area. We tried to get to the people in the back, but that whole tunnel, I don't know if you've ever seen the B-29, that was on fire, and you couldn't get back there.
Oh, boy.
And we lost, of course, all our communications. And I think the people back there were asphyxiated. They were just the airplane commander and the pilot, the bombardier, the radio operator, and myself. 5 of us got out up front. And the six of those in the back did not get out, which we've been very remorseful about ever since. I broke loose. I was caught up in the wheel well with my bombardier. Both of us were there at the same time because the wheel was just about halfway down, and we slid down. And by the time I broke loose, the left wing blew off. And I lit into a tree. It crashed into a tree and took me by surprise because here I was going through the drill for a water landing. And of course, I got hung up in the tree, and this guy came up and he put his sword up against my chest, and I said, "No gun, no gun," you know. But anyway, they cut me loose, and the people were swarmed all over me, and they dragged me down through the streets, and they were getting ready to hang me. I remember 2 motorcyclists came by, or military police, their equivalent to military police, and of course the Japanese people were deathly scared of the military, and they dispersed, and they left me lying there, and these 2 guys picked me up, and they took me to a local police station, and they kept me there for about 3 weeks and interrogated every day, and of course the usual beatings and whatnot. And, but the guards would beat you up. Every time they'd take you to interrogation, they walked us through, or ran us through tunnels blindfolded, and then once they'd play games on you, one guard would spin you around, and one guy would hit you, and how you'd go head over tin cuffs. And anyway, we ended up in the interrogation room, and the guys there were fairly decent. But in order to get you to talk, I had cigarette burns all over my hands and my legs. And anyway, we went through the interrogation bit, and they finally, after, I'd say a couple of weeks of interrogation, they finally, there was no interrogating, but it was... The moat, and they had us in the stalls. The horse stalls were about 8 by 14, something like that, and we'd have as high as 16 people in the stall. And then you'd have these big rats, because these were horse stalls, if you remember, and underneath they have this, right in the center of the floor, you had blocks to do your business, no toilets or anything. And they gave us 1 blanket each prisoner to get 1 blanket, and most of our clothes were tattered, from the people beating us up and whatnot. But our meals were 3 rice balls a day, about that size, and water. sometimes they would give us soup, and we thought it was made out of grass, grass soup. But and on their holidays, they would give us some vegetables. And that was not much. But most of us lost from 40 to those during this short period of time, from May to September, lost anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds. Of course, rats and lice, and how we spend most time picking out lice. And I was very lucky. My leg was very severely damaged and bleeding, and no medicine. The Japanese did not provide any medication, nothing, no medical care. So luck would have it, the maggots got into my flesh and ate away the dead flesh, and it saved my leg, actually.